Welcome guys to the show. I'm your host Collins Opio and you are coming live from Tidy's restaurant, the best restaurant in Nakuru, if not Kenya. Remember, Tidy's is in Odinga Streets. You are welcome to visit for the best accommodation, for the best drinks, for the best food, for the best music. I'm your host Collins Opio, and of course this is Potent TV. And on set today we have Coach Maish, a coach, and also a pundit.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
You're welcome.
I'm glad to be in this show.
You're welcome. On today's topic, we are mainly going to focus our attention on African teams, that is Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, Tunisia, and Morocco. So far, coaches,
Yes.
the teams have played. What's your thought on the African teams? Have they really performed or they have somehow underwhelmed?
Okay, initially we had a roller coaster and we didn't have any goals to come by until Ghana came into the picture. And they gave us, although they were beaten by Portugal, they gave us 2 goals and we were thrilled. Then came Senegal and they did marvelous because in their game against Qatar, they won. So I think we are doing good. Then came Tunisia also scored, Morocco also scored, Ghana also came in the second game, they also scored. And they had, the first team that won was Senegal, and it was a thriller.
Yeah.
Because they beat the host team, Qatar.
Qatar, in fact guys, Qatar is the first team to exit this tournament, and they are also the first team to be knocked out of the group stages.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
Well, I think to the locals it is heartening to see, but then we've seen the spirit of the nation. They like football, although in other occasions you will see that people wouldn't go to the stadium, but then we see that the stadium have a sea of people. So I think they are football-loving country, and I love that. Yeah. Although they were eliminated early, they still feel that they are part of this World Cup.
So, do you think that there will be any repercussions? Qatar being the host, do you think that it will affect the numbers in attendance?
No, I don't really think so, because even in the other games you can see that the stadiums are full, and I don't think it will. They do love football. I don't think it will have any relevance on the people who are coming to watch the game. I think they are very enthusiastic fans.
Well said, Coach Maish. Okay, guys, let's get our attention back to the African teams. The African teams have started performing in their second match. Coach, what do you make of these teams, considering that most of our teams, especially teams from we call them the black nation,
yes,
that is Cameroon, Ghana, and Senegal, started performing in their second match, but in their first match they didn't come to the party. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's a bad way to approach any tournament, because like you see at the moment, Brazil and France and Portugal, in their first match they won, and in their second they won. Now they are in the knockouts. So I think that should be the approach of the African teams, that they should win the first team, the first games, the first game and the second game, so that you don't have to rely on the mathematics of me beating Ghana beating now. It's a Herculean task beating Uruguay. Now you see the visitation where we go to. Now we go to the grudge match.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
And considering the fact that the Cameroon match, Senegal and Ghana, it was swim or drown. That's why you saw yesterday that Ghana managed to bag the 3 points. It was a thriller.
It was.
What do you make of that match, considering that Ghana took the lead twice,
yes,
and the Koreans made a comeback?
Well,
to a point that it was 2-2, it was a stalemate.
Yes.
And finally Ghana managed to win the match through the score by Udusi.
Yes.
What do you make of that game?
Well, in the first half, it was a half of two halves because we could see Korea dominated in the first 25 minutes. But then in the second 25 minutes to 45, it was for Ghana to take. So they scored the two goals and then they were up. And then when Korea came in the second half, you could see now they knew that they have to go forward and believe in themselves and come out scoring. So I think it was a bit roller coaster because the first half was belongs to Ghana, and then the second belongs to Korea.
Now, is that a springboard that will catapult the Ghanaians to the next level?
Now, I think Ghana have a Herculean task, given that in 2010, when it was played in South Africa, I do believe that Ghana would have gone far, was it not for a player called
Suarez.
Suarez.
Yeah.
When he handed the ball in the 121 minutes, and it was a goal that was going in, and he was red carded.
Talking of Suarez,
Yes.
Suarez is still in the Uruguayan team, and the funny thing is that again, Ghana will meet Uruguay again, and it will be a decider.
Yes.
The team that wins that match, I think, will have a very good chance of progressing to the last 16s.
Yes.
Sorry, the second round. What do you make of that?
Now I think Ghana has a score to settle, given that last time Uruguay were the one who are on the edge of making Ghana go to the quarterfinals, but then they didn't go. So now more than ever they will want to win this game.
Well. The Ghanaian team is fairly a new team.
Yes.
But we still have the likes of the Ayu brothers, that is Jordan and Dede. We still have the like. Yeah, we still have Pate in the middle of the park.
Yes.
Talking of Pate, did he really manage to control the midfield going by yesterday's match?
No, I think he did the best, given that even the Koreans were good at the runs that they were making, and the finisher, I think it was Mo. That guy is a good finisher. I think the Korean, he scored the 2 goals, and they were good goals because they brought some self-belief into Korea, and they were just about to take that match. And you could see, now I was watching Super Sport, and I could see Asamoah Gyan. He was tense. He knew that this game was for Ghana to win, but then as time went by, there were so many attacks from Korea, and you will believe that they will come out shining.
Something that caught my attention is
Yes.
that the 2 headers that the Koreans scored, going by the height factor,
Yes.
the Ghanaians are a bit taller. Physically, they are built up. So I was wondering, the 2 headers, considering that the Ghanaians are tall, what do you think that could have been the major cause of Koreans? They are short in stature, scoring by headers.
Now I think they are quick, and the one that brings in the cross was a pinpoint, and he knew whom he was looking for, and I think they've done that practice for so long, so that you could see that they, even in the entire game, you could see the crosses coming, and I think Ghana really
Did
it was a cross shape. Korea would have come out shining, because if you will see the attack, then it was a day for Koreans. Yes.
Well, guys. Remember, we are coming live from Tidy's restaurant, the best restaurant in Nakuru and also in Kenya. Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Colin Sopio, and on set today we have Coach Maish. We are discussing matters World Cup. And today our main focus was mainly on the African teams, that is Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, Morocco, and Tunisia. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So now we move on swiftly to Cameroon, the lands of Teranga under the tutelage of Rigobert Song, the former Cameroon international. What do you make of yesterday's match, considering that Cameroon lost the first match by a solitary goal when they faced Switzerland?
Well, yesterday they just placed themselves on the cutting edge, because now more than ever they have Brazil to reckon with. So now they gave themselves a chance. But then yesterday was a game that they would have won.
Yeah.
But then they were lax even in their defense, and you could see that those goals came consecutively, and you can see that it didn't do them good.
Do you think that the added minutes, the 6 minutes that the referee added, and the Cameroonians conceded quick 2 goals?
Yes.
Do you think that it could made any difference if Cameroon could have gone on a break leading by a solitary goal?
No, I don't think. I think they would have, because they relaxed and they thought that now that they were leading, that there was no place for complacency. But then they put the complacency, and now I think more than ever they came out even losing more, because they gave this team grounds to cover, and then they came out good.
Choupo-Moting,
Yes.
the Bayern's forward. Do you think that he really came into the party on yesterday's match, or do you think he could have done more than expected, considering that the Cameroonians are depending on him for goals?
Yes, I think there was one cross that came towards him, and I think he would have dealt with it. One cross that cost him a goal. So because I think he jumped late, and he missed it, and then it went to the Serbian player.
Okay.
And then it was scored. But then I think he would have dealt with it very much. Then I think given Abubakar coming into play, I think Abubakar came to save the Cameroonians, because it is his assist and the cross that gave Maxim 1 goal in that game.
They still have very good players in the mold of Mbeumo, the Brentford forward.
Yes.
Do you think that it was a bit too late for Cameroon to really step up and really put their pedal on their feet on the gas, that made them now to start playing really, and came to recover when towards the end of second half to finally make it 3-3?
Yes. Now I think it's every coach's game plan. Now I think he has some arsenals he puts in, and he thinks that maybe at the later stages he might unleash it. But then I think it worked out good, because they came out from behind, and then they leveled the scores. Now I think that was a good game, given that even a defender can score. Costello came in out, and he scored a goal that no one ever thought that he will score.
Well said, Coach Maish. I still have my reserved opinions about Cameroonians, and I think they could have won that match. But now let's shift a bit now from the results, Coach. Onana, there was an issue before the match, and which made the Rigobert Song to drop Onana and now use his second choice to play the match. Do you think that Onana omission really came to haunt Cameroon?
Definitely. Most of the time, they are what we call dress room courtesy, and eventually you feel like the coach has the upper hand, although they are players. But then, in disciplining them, he says that he should omit some. But then that one wouldn't even give him the credit that he deserved, because that game Onana would have changed it. Maybe, you don't know. Maybe they would have been beaten. Now that one is a case of maybe. So eventually you feel that every time the coach has the upper hand to make a decision concerning who should play and who should be omitted. Yes.
Maybe it's a matter of maybe. Coach Maish has it. Now we move on to Senegal, the Lions of Teranga. Remember, these are the African champions. And going by the rankings, Senegal is ranked number 18, the highest ranked team in Africa. Do you think that Senegal now, considering that they won their second match, do you think that now Senegal has the chance of the ability to go all the way, maybe to quarterfinals or the second round?
Yes, I do believe that they have all it takes, because they've shown that in their first game they played well, but then in their second, that's when they had the points. So I think, given by what they played with Qatar, now I think they have all it takes to go to the next round.
Do you think that Qatar was a lesser opponent?
No, you wouldn't say that. That every team that comes to the World Cup, you shouldn't underrate them. Even if it is the host, they've got the 12th man, and that one will be intimidating to any team, even Senegal. Even you can see even Saudi beating Argentina.
Yeah.
Now they had the 12th man, that is the fans, and you can see what the results were there. Yeah.
In a nutshell, what do you think that Aliou Cisse, the Senegalese tactician, should do moving forward?
Now I think playing Ecuador is also a good team. It has a player who's very good.
That is Ena
Valencia,
the former West Ham guy,
who's the top scorer at the moment.
Yeah,
well, they are tied with Mbappe, so you can see,
at 3 goals.
Yeah, you can see he's a good player. So I think what they should do, they should galvanize their defense to tame the Valencia, and then going forward. Now I think they should go forward and attack. Now I think that's the best thing they should do.
Yeah, Coach Maish has it that the attack is the best way of defense. Coach, now we move on to the North Africa teams. That is Tunisia and Morocco. We start off with Morocco. Morocco has the likes of Akraf Hakimi.
Yes.
They have the likes of Mandi. They have the likes of Ziyech, who currently plays for Chelsea. What do you make of Morocco?
Morocco, given that they are playing in a familiar ground, because basically they are Arabs, and so playing in Qatar, then they are, and given that their atmosphere is the same, now I think they have an upper hand. They are playing good football, and they've shown that, and they even humiliated Belgium. Now Belgium, being number 2 in the FIFA ranking, now you can see what they have in their pocket.
Wow, guys.
Yes.
It's a World Cup of surprises. I thought that the surprises were over, and now again Morocco defeats Belgium.
Yes.
Belgium is a big team. Is that a positive results going forward for the Moroccans?
By all means.
By all means.
Yeah, every team that comes to the World Cup, they all want to beat the big boys. So they come out knowing that a win will boost their caliber in this World Cup. So going forward, I think they've got the best now chance of going forward, Morocco.
Remember, we are coming live from Sporten TV and we are at Tidy's restaurant, the best restaurants in Nakuru, if not Kenya. Coach, Tunisians, what do you make of this team? Considering that they have the likes of Mejibri, the Manchester United midfielder, they have Kazri, the former Sunderland forward, and they also have a number of good players. Considering that the vast experience that Kazri has, do you think that the Tunisians have a chance to move forward?
Yes, I think most of the players do play in that league, in the Qatar league. So Al Duhail, and there's also Al Arabi.
Al Arabi.
Yes,
yeah.
you can see that they have acclimatized and they know what they want, and then they've got the funds behind them. Since Al Arabi is one of the biggest teams, and Al Duhail are one of the biggest teams in Qatar. So they've got Qatar as their fan base. Yeah, I think they've got all it has to go forward.
Coach, I think this is a major factor, it's a major reason that many are not talking about it, but I think it has really helped the Arab countries, the climate.
Yes, the climate, they've acclimatized because it is more or less the same in Morocco and Qatar, because they are just, I think, neighbors.
They are neighbors. I think they even speak the same language.
The same language.
The same tradition.
The same tradition. They've got everything that that has to do with being yani in the format of blending together. So I think they are good. They are going far. The Moroccans, the Tunisia, and which other? They are the two.
Yeah, the two only.
Yes.
Cameroon, it's Tunisia and,
yes.
and Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are doing good and they go far. Given that they have the 12th man, which is the funds.
So do you think the